You know the real reason that Bouncing Boy married to a damsel. You know it. Come on.
So welcome to the All Things Fun Vidcast. We're going to be featuring comics that released today, Wednesday, March 30th, 2011. Oh, we're just jumping right into it, are we? Just getting right in there. So my name is Ed Evans. I'm here with my co-hosts Allison Eckel and Glenn Walker for as long as Allison can keep it together. Welcome back, Allison.
Thank you.
Missed you last
You
week.
were very missed.
Felt like 6 weeks.
I feel like I was gone much longer than I really was.
Our
If you follow
viewers
her
share that
Twitter,
opinion.
you know what she was doing.
In the woods.
Yes.
Skiing.
Right, skiing. Hey, so it's a huge week. Lots of fun stuff, so let's get started.
We can tell how big the week is by the pile in front of Ed.
Yeah, oddly enough, my pile gets larger. You guys still have like 8 books.
Hey, we split it right down the middle last week.
That's true, we did.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's jump to Glenn this week.
Okay.
Because he has so many books.
My
let's
penance for
see.
being away.
Save your
Avengers.
Sorry, I don't have much to talk about.
I have Avengers 11. Ta-da.
It goes to 11.
Yes, it goes to 11. The hood has 3 of the Infinity Gems. Much of the issue is spent in the narrative of the Watcher, which to me is kind of a cop-out on Bendis' part, but we'll work with it. It's a lot of Thor, a lot of Red Hulk, and then a lot of X-Men. I'm wondering when the Avengers are going to show up in this book. A lot of pretty art from Ramita, a lot of full-page panels, and of course in the back is the blasphemous oral history of the Avengers. But, I mean, there is story here. It is good, it's just not the story I want.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's good. Also in the Avengers we have Secret Avengers number 11, another super
11.
soldier. Another 11 and another super soldier. I think the point of Captain America is that he's unique. Just stop digging up super soldiers every 5 minutes.
We should try to find some books that Glenn likes.
Oh, and he's also a redhead, so it's kind of like when Wonder Woman and
He's
Artemis.
a redhead. He's a redhead. They're kind of drawing him like an evil Doc Savage, which is a little weird. I have a one-shot Captain America and the Secret Avengers. Again, not really an Avengers book. It's more of a chick book. Some good Black Widow stories. Well, there's nothing wrong with a chick book. It's just all women. Some good stories with Black Widow, good Valkyrie stuff, and also Silver Sable, which doesn't really translate to Avengers, but she's in there. Black Panther, Man Without Fear. T'Challa is filling in for Daredevil.
Man Without Pre-Orders.
What was that?
Nothing, go on.
What about pre-orders?
Man Without Pre-Orders.
Man Without Pre-Orders. Remender, Punisher. Always good stuff. Nice and bloody. I've got a triple shot of Deadpool. Once again, we have the 5 Ronin series. It's a good story. Have no idea what it has to do with Deadpool. It's like the Hulk a few weeks ago.
Oh, right, we had that big conversation.
But it's a great story. Then there's Deadpool Core. I think it's the final issue. You have Deadpool, you have Kid Deadpool, you have Lady Deadpool, you have Dogpool.
Oh, and that head with the spinner.
Headpool. with the propeller, so he flies around. It has a good ending, but not as good as the ending in Deadpool Team Up with Galactus. Deadpool becomes a herald of Galactus. And I actually laughed out loud at this. Like we mentioned last time, Deadpool was growing on me like a sick fungus. I'm enjoying him.
All right.
Who's
I guess it's my turn.
Go for it. It's
Wow,
hard to top.
That is really hard to follow. Let's see. It's J.T. Kroll week in the DC universe.
Brand new character.
She was new last month. I think they introduced.
She was in
the
Wonder
character.
Girl One Shot.
Thank you. I know I read about her. It's been away too long. Where did I read about her? Solstice. We have Teen Titans has a new character beginning a multi-issue story arc. Her parents are kidnapped, and the Teen Titans are going to be brought in to try and save the parents. It's compelling. His writing is really good, so I
Good starting
recommend
point.
it. Yes. And
Jumping on point.
thanks. He's going to fill in for me because I've been away so much. Brightest Day, Green Arrow. It's okay, Glenn.
I won't say anything about Happy Magical Forest.
Happy Magic Forest, yes. fine. The Happy Magic Farce continues in the Brightest Day Green Arrow story. A lot of soul searching from Ollie to try and figure out what his purpose is and all that sort of thing.
Is he teaming up with Galahad or Lancelot?
It's Galahad, and yeah, there's someone in the forest with him, and we're not quite sure what his story is. Is he a mental patient who's come out of the ward believing that he's Galahad, or is he really on the level and he's some knight who's still alive? We're not quite sure what's going on with that, but he's sort of there as like a spirit guide in a way for Ollie to work through his special purpose.
In this issue, some of those
Carrie
questions
Thrace and her
will be
special
answered.
purpose. I know.
Aw.
Bad cover band.
Flock of seagulls, bud?
Nobody watches Battlestar Galactica?
No.
Well, just because it's not on doesn't mean we don't all have it on disc.
I watched the one with the guy from Bonanza on it. That was kind of cool.
Awesome. But the new one is too. Yes. Oh, okay, so we have the last issue of JLA 99, the 99. This was a 6-issue maxi series, is they call it mini series?
6 issues still
Mini. That I think has been largely overlooked. It's a really good Justice League story.
Yeah.
It's a lot of action. It's what we haven't really been getting from Justice League for a little while. It's classic team. It's really good Justice League.
It was a story told in 6 issues, which is not what we've been getting in Justice League.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I just meant, you know, there's a bad guy, there's action, there's people in danger. It's all good stuff.
Good superhero stuff.
Good, nice package. Then we have Paul Cornell, Action Comics, $8.99. Big throwdown between Lex Luthor and Brainiac, and we're leading up to the 900th issue and Big Blue's big return.
Doomsday's return.
On Superman's return to the title. I'm excited about that. Glenn's not.
Apparently.
That's fine. I'm excited for Superman to stop his whole whiny walk and come back to the universe. That'd be really good. Apparently it's happening, but we gotta wait a little while.
Will Cornell still be writing it?
After issue 900?
Yeah.
Only time will tell.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Do you remember?
Well, that's why I'm curious. I'm curious what Cornell will do with Superman. That's all. Because he rocks on Luthor.
Yeah. Well, the bad guys are always easier to write. I don't know about easier. They're always more interesting to write because they're so nuanced and complicated.
I think he's done more with Luthor than anyone's done in the last 70 years.
Been great stuff.
Yeah.
Shall I keep going? I only have a couple little things left.
You should save those.
I should save
Save
those.
those. We can
Okay,
cherish
Ed,
Alice.
what else do you have?
All right, well, let's get some of the business of comics out of the way. So this week on our indie scene, you got Walking Dead number 83. Now, a lot of folks on the East Coast are going to have problems with this title because there was a problem with a shipment, and approximately 50% of the copies of this issue didn't make it out into the stores. Yeah, so even subscribers are going to have a little trouble. It might take an extra week to get your copy of Walking Dead 83 because most of the stores on the East Coast didn't get anywhere near their regular allocations.
Did Godzilla step on him?
Godzilla did not step on
Okay.
it. So he's foreshadowing future comics. The other nasty thing about this book is that it is
About zombies?
it is horrific. Even for Walking Dead, this is a really rough book to read. This is a fairly shocking issue. Folks who've read this before know that there was one other issue that was considered really just tough to read, and this one beats that one. So of course now you can't get the book and you'll be looking
That's
for
going
it.
to make a lot of the country nuts over that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the country.
A whole lot of the country.
Oh,
Most of the country doesn't read it.
That's right.
That's all right.
So yeah, so that's a pretty rough issue. It's just going to be hard to get this week. By next week, all the supply issues will be taken care of, and you'll be fine with Walking Dead 83. We've also got, in pretty cool issues, Amazing Spider-Man number 657. Looks a little different. It is a follow-up to the Fantastic Four Johnny Storm death issue. So it's Spider-Man's take on what happens and how he joins the team. Really nicely done, very well played. It's a great story.
Dan Slott?
Like
It's
the cover.
Dan Slott, yep.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth checking out. It's very, very well done. Also, we've got Age of X Universe. This is pretty neat. So one of two mini-series. For folks who are reading the X-Men, you're learning about this new Age of X, and it's a world that's a little different than what you're used to reading about. These are some of the other heroes in that world and what's happening with them. It was a neat read, very well done. So it's the first of 2 issues. And on the indie scene, worth checking out, Joss Whedon's Dollhouse. This is listed as a one-shot, but really it's an intro to a new series that will be coming out soon. Pretty cool. The Dollhouse instruction goes viral. So folks who answer their phones are forced to download information to their brains and become killers.
Oh, like Omax.
Yep, yep. And they just start killing each other. It's pretty nasty. Oh boy, kids, look at that. We each took one shot and we are out of time for this first segment.
So quick.
It does, it flies by. So we'll be right back. Don't move a muscle. Again, we're talking about new comics released today, 3/30, wow, 11. And we'll come back, we'll talk about more new comics and Free Comic Book Day and a bunch of other stuff. So don't move, we'll be right back.
Bouncing Boy and Duo Damsel.
What?